So a few days ago I got a message. Mr. Henriquez, could you correct my essay please? But then I thought, what if I show you guys how I would improve this essay to make sure that it really becomes a very good essay? So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to correct her essay. So let's get to it. So here's the essay. It's called Staying Healthy. We have 172 words, which is fine. I know that this is for Cambridge B2 level first. So this is the assignment. And well, it says in your English class, you have been talking about how to be fit and healthy. Now your English teacher has asked you to write an essay. Write an essay, 140 to 190 words, using all the notes and give reasons for your point of view. Okay. What's the best way to stay fit and healthy? Notes, write about eating an healthy diet, making time to relax, and my own idea. Okay. And then there is an exam tip. Remember to read the questions carefully and plan your essay before you write. Plan your essay before you write. And when you have finished it, read it carefully and check for your grammar and spelling mistakes. Okay, let's have a quick look at the essay. So let's read the essay first and then see what we can improve. So staying healthy. Nowadays, it's often said that your weight is not important, although we need to have a healthy lifestyle to prevent illness. Okay, I like this. I like the although. First of all, which I also like, we need to change the way we think about food. It is as important as exercise yourself at least 3 times a week. Okay. After you understand eating vegetables, food low in carbohydrates can cut down on fast food. You have to start loving exercise, otherwise it will not be fun and you drop out quickly. It doesn't have to be boring. Many sports are available for everyone. Sharing your time with friends and family while you some sport can be as enjoyable as watching a movie in your home. Definitely sleeping at least 7 hours must be a priority for you too. Resting is important to have energies for the next day. Finally, above all, it is essential for you to do not give up after the first week. As a personal experience, you need to prepare mentally that it will be worthy for you. Right. So we have lots of tips about staying healthy. What I definitely like in this essay is the fact that she already uses linking words. And remember, if you're writing an essay, whether it's for Cambridge, Advanced, B2, First, or C2 Proficiency, it is very important that you make sure that you have your linking words in there. The first change I'm going to make is with this first sentence. Now remember, we're writing an essay, so it must be semi-formal, but we're writing at B2 first level, which means that it's not very formal academic English. And that means that we can play with the language a bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change it into this. Nowadays, people often say. So I'm taking away the passive to make it a bit more easy to read. So I'm making it easier to read by taking away this passive. That your weight is not important. Now I'm going to increase formality by removing your. So I'm going to say, nowadays people often say that weight is not important. And then we have, although we need to have a healthy lifestyle to prevent illness. Now, I was happy to read the although. I like the although, but it doesn't fit the context that well. So I think that in this introduction, we get the idea that we need that weight is not important, but we do need to have a healthy lifestyle. And then although doesn't fit the context. So what we're going to do is we're going to change although into however. However, we need to have a healthy lifestyle to prevent illness. Now, if you look at content, you might say this is not very good because we have a direct link between weight and healthy lifestyle. But I think we're going to leave it as it is. Let's look at other language issues. Here's an extra space we don't need. First of all, which is very nice, but because first of all is an introductory phrase, we need to have a comma. So first of all, comma, we need to change the way we think about food. This is excellent. We have a very good topic sentence here. It is as important as exercise yourself at least 3 times a week. So as I read this, I kind of interpret it as she wants to say, we need to change the way we think about food. And she wants to add that food is as important as exercise. Now, in English, you don't say exercise yourself. That might be in this person's native language, but you don't do that in English. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a complex sentence. So how are we going to do that? We're going to remove the it and the full stop and say because food is as important as exercising. We're going to use a gerund here. Exercising at least 3 times a week. So we now have, first of all, we need to change the way we think about food because food is as important as exercising 3 times, at least 3 times a week. Then she says, after you understand eating vegetables, food low in carbohydrates, and cut down fast food. Now, if we look at paragraph organization and paragraph structure, the fact that she talks about exercise in this paragraph doesn't fit the topic sentence. It doesn't fit the rest of the paragraph. So we need to change that a bit as well. After you understand eating vegetables, I don't know what that means, understand eating vegetables, so I'm going to change it into something else. What we're going to do is say that eating vegetables is not the only thing we need to do. We also need to eat food low in carbohydrates and cut down fast food. So we're going to change it into next to eating vegetables, a healthy diet should consist of foods, because we're talking about foods in general, that are low in carbohydrates and should not contain too much fast food. By doing this, we can kind of get the same idea. You shouldn't eat too much fast food. Now, there is an issue when we look at the excellent topic sentence and the rest of the paragraph, because then we talk about exercise, but it doesn't really say anything about exercise. It does say something about diet, which is good. So there's something about making time to relax, and that should be option number 2. So here is resting, and I'm going to move this up a bit. So I'm going to put this here. We're going to remove this as well, and we're going to put this here. Right. So then our next paragraph should be about the making time to relax. So what we're going to do is we're going to include this sleeping at least 7 hours thing. Let me change this first. 7 hours every night. Now, so we have first of all, which means that we need a second of all. So, second of all, sleeping at least 7 hours every night must definitely be a priority for you too. Resting is important to have energies for the next day. We're going to change energies into to have enough energy for the next day. Now, it doesn't say anything about relaxation, so we need to add something about relaxation as well. Sleep is also an important way to get some relaxation. Now, what I'm going to do, because I am checking my number of words here as well, is I'm first going to edit this essay and correct this essay, and then I'm going to take out a few things to make sure that we stick between those 170 and 190 words. So that's very important when you're doing Cambridge exams as well. Right, so now we have our third thing. And then I'm going to say thirdly, a healthy lifestyle can have some exercise as well. You have to start loving exercise, otherwise it will not be fun and you drop out quickly. I'm going to add exercise. I don't know what word is doing, but I'm going to add exercising. Doesn't have to be boring. Here we have a comma splice. And we don't want a comma splice, right? We need to take out the comma splice. So we're going to do full stop, remove the comma, and add a new sentence. Many sports are available for everyone. Now, to link it to the fact that exercise doesn't have to be boring, we need to add something to that sentence that many sports are available for everyone. So, many different sports are available for everyone. And we're going to add a sentence saying, so you can definitely find something that you will like, full stop. So now we need to adjust this sentence to make sure that it fits everything we've said before. And I really like the fact that she mentions that spending time with your friends and family can make sport more enjoyable. So I want to keep that in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say sharing time with your family or friends while you sport can be as enjoyable as watching a movie at home. It is essential for you not to give up after the first week as a personal experience. You need to prepare mentally that it will be worthy for you. So she probably wants to say that it's worth it to exercise and eat healthy. So I think we need to keep that in there as well. Now we can say finally or above all. I think finally can be taken out because this is not a new point. We already have the 3 points that we need to discuss. So I'm going to change this into above all, comma. It is essential, and I'm going to take this out, not to give up after the first week. And then we're going to say, because speaking from a personal experience, you need to be mentally prepared and know that it will be worth it in the end. So what we need to do is we need to take out about 23 words. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the track changes, I think. Okay, that's good. So the first thing we can do to save some words is take out the of alls. So we can make it first, second, and third. This, puts us down at 214, so we still need to change a few things. Okay, let's change this into illnesses. First, we need to change the way we think about food, because food is as important as exercising. And I'm going to take out at least, save some words as well, 3 times a week. We're going to change next to into besides. I think we can even take out too much, because, for the sake of the number of words, we're not really writing something to convince people who like fast food. So I think this should be good enough, and should not contain fast food. Second, sleeping at least 7 hours every night must definitely be a priority for you too. Now, as you can see, the word editor already points out that definitely be is a bit redundant. So we can say must be a priority, and then we can take out for you too. Resting is important to have enough energy for the next day. Third, a healthy lifestyle should have some exercise as well. We can take out have some and change it into contain. We need to add a comma here. So we still have to figure out the number of words thing when we get to this third paragraph. Now, I've been thinking about this, and what we can do is we can change what we're saying a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this part. Exercising doesn't have to be boring. Many different sports are available for everyone, so you can definitely find something that you would like. I'm going to change it into exercise doesn't have to be boring because you can choose a sport that you like, and sharing time, and we need to add a comma here. We're going to take out this. You need to realize it will be worth it in the end. Now, Word gives us the option to say must start loving exercise, but I think that's a bit too harsh. So what we're going to do is change this into you should love exercising. Otherwise, it will not be fun. Right. Oh, we have a... And you need to... Oh, we need to take out B here. And you need to realize it will be worth it in the end. We need to take out one more word. One more word. Oh, maybe if we don't count title, we can get away with it. I'm going to say we're going to get away with it because we don't do the title. So those are the changes I would make to this particular essay. If you want me to correct your essay, let me know in the comments and I will contact you and ask you whether I can use your essay for the next episode of Correcting Your Work. For now, thank you for watching. Don't forget to check the resources in the description. If you found this useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. What are other ways you can use to stay healthy and fit, or be healthy and fit? Eating a healthy diet. Yeah, I think we should eat healthy diets as well. What do you think of healthy diets?